Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hall of Mirrors. And today we are going to attempt to populate this roster here. You may have noticed...
This was based on...
Yeah, I was about to say, we were discussing this. I just realized I forgot to change...
During our, during a Sonic
area.
Unleashed stream that we did a while back.
However,
it's... Even though we have a decent chunk of the roster are already very much decided, it's just like... We want to kind of go over... Or essentially... Either first and a second game, because this would print and fucking money to the point where they'd be like, yeah, we gotta do this again.
Yes. So the idea behind this was that back on one of our Sonic Unleashed streams, as Kevin said, we had the idea of sort of a Marvel versus DeeSee tag fighter. And actually, I need the layers up here, so I'm just gonna put that over. It can't go any smaller. That's fun. We had the idea for a Marvel versus DeeSee tag fighter, and I should have done this cropping before we started the stream, but fuck it at this point. And we'd already put down some of the ideas that we had for it in that stream, but we figured it would be a nice thing to put this together, have ourselves a little just a video where we assemble this roster here, featuring the first game's characters, the hypothetical first game's characters, and where we just, create something of a standalone video so that you don't have to go back and look into the previous one, because I'm sure it would be difficult to figure out which of the videos it was. So we're going to start off, obviously, we're going to... So we found this template online. I can't remember where we got this.
I found it on Google search.
Well, yeah, Kevin found this on Google search. I don't know who made this. If you made this, chime in the comments. I'll credit you in the description below. Otherwise, just, we'll look into it later and see...
So
what we find. So we're going to be alternating back and forth as we go through this for the established characters that we're putting in, because the first game we kind of had a nice solid idea for, and so I'm just going to pull in obviously the first. I'm trying to find a good image, because we've got a bunch of good images. I just want to find the best one, but I guess this one will work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with Marvel Comics. Obviously, our first character is going to be
America's ass, because unlike Thorgy's Arcade, we're actually going to be considering putting Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Captain Stephen G. Rogers is our first fighter appearing in this roster, as portrayed by Chris Evans. Please forgive the somewhat jankitude of this roster, of this setup here, but we are doing the best we can.
We'll probably fix this in post. I was like, it'll look weird now, but we could probably do something about like the edges here and there on post. Yeah. So it's not necessarily like a and so Captain Steve Rogers is literally one of the biggest mainstays in a lot of Capcom fighters with Marvel, and the fact that at Thorgy's Arcade kind of just like said, oh, we're doing in Falcon instead, at which I'm like, okay, so you're effectively going to try to kill this roster very quickly, due to the fact that Falcon and it wasn't particularly all that well received in his own fucking movie.
No, he was not. I'm gonna try and fix something here.
And here's the thing: this would be more. And here's the thing: this would be more or less like a sprite fighter, as opposed like Mugen, and as opposed to like a big 3D fighter.
Yeah, the idea we had was sort of like base it on King of Fighters rules and Marvel vs. Capcom rules, where you've got a tag team that you assemble at the start of the round.
And I think we're doing this at the time that George Newbern and Phil Lamar had confirmed Injustice 3, so we're definitely going to have to do a video where we're going to end up probably doing a video discussing the potential roster for that game.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the same. Yeah, I'm going to say
except with a few changes. With a few changes here and there, because obviously they're not going to keep everything.
I fucking hate Injustice, so I can't wait for them to come out with something that will not be better.
Mortal Kombat 1, it's alright. Mortal Kombat 1 was not the best, so it's all good.
Anyway, so for the DeeSee side, we have to have a certain steel of manly steel.
Yeah, so obviously our next entry is going to be the Man of Steel himself, Superman.
Oh, by the way, I have my this is my meme pick, and go ahead and shit on me all y'all want. Let's get Crypto in there, baby!
Crypto will not... I don't think Crypto is going to fit. Crypto's too small.
He could probably be like a... he could probably be like Hype Dog in that one on Blaze Blue stage.
But
Let me make this a little bit bigger.
My meme pick, because here's the thing. I'm basing this shit off of Smash of anything can happen.
I get what you're saying.
We have Piranha Plant as a playable character.
I get what you're saying, Jamie, but at the same time, I'm more or less saying maybe Crypto could be like a background character, like Hype Dog was in Blaze Blue.
Okay, so that can't work over on this monitor. Maybe if I bring it over here, and then...
Don't worry, Jamie. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, I think at best we could have Crypto as like a background character.
Here. Reset the transform. He could be one of those...
I mean, how...
He could be one of those characters that's like a support. Mostly, there we go.
But yeah, it's like, obviously we got Superman and the...
we do
where nothing
correctly the first time.
We both know that's bullshit.
I know.
Anyway, so next on the Marvel list is a certain Man of Iron.
Yes. Let me...
Cue the Black Sabbath song, but not actually, because that'll get us a copyright strike.
If I wasn't trying to run the stream right now, I would... Oh. How did I already have this downloaded?
By the way, we have... I love it that Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom and Iron Man at the same time. Y'all don't understand.
I understand. No, I get it. It's just at the same time, it's like...
Now, Kevin, I would have... Since, you know, I was going to put Spider-Man next as our next entry into the roster, but that is true. We do have to have Iron Man here.
Yeah, we have to have
a Marvel game without Iron Man in it is not a good Marvel game.
Yeah, and also
at the very least, a Marvel crossover game.
Yeah, here's the thing, Alex. I was more prioritizing what would be Marvel's Holy Trinity before we get to, you know, the fighting game, the Marvel fighting game Holy Trinity.
Well, yeah, but the big thing about Marvel is that it is very much the house that Spider-Man built this time. You know, the earlier you go.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that it's like, first, Like I prioritized more on what would be considered Marvel's Holy Trinity, which, by the way, since 2 of its members are out, and Thor's last movie was dog shit. Yeah. Anyway, so next on DeeSee is a certain man of bats.
Yes. Okay, so
I hate
Google.
Bats.
Google, I need
Where's
you
Rachel?
to. I need you to be serious here for a minute.
You're asking Google to be serious.
So
should we get?
This was the first. Hang on, God damn it! There we go. So this is the first image for Batman that I got on Google.
Wait, what?
Why?
Yeah.
Look, if you wanted the first image of Batman, you should have gone. You should have picked a specific Batman.
Look, I wasn't expecting it to be a bad cosplay, Kevin. Anyways,
It's actually, Alex, that's actually the third image you get from that.
that was the first one that I saw. For me, okay, so now that I've refreshed the page, it's the second image past a comic cover. But yeah, so, oh my god, Bruce Wayne is Batman.
No shit.
Oh my.
No shit. Anyways.
Doxed by a fighting game roster.
So actually, I know someone was really good friends with who was a really good Batman player back in the Injustice 2. I know someone. Shout out to Sweet Master.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously
Batman's
Batman.
always been for me like a low A, high S. But let's be real, we all know that Batman's going to show up.
Yeah, because he's DC's biggest name aside from Superman.
Yes. Yeah, Batman is a staple. You can't not put him in here. Now, if you want to be like Thorky's Arcade, you could probably say, it's like, I'm gonna put fucking Terry McGinnis in here. But here's the thing,
That would
Terry,
be fine.
Here's the thing, Terry would be a character people would actually care for.
Yeah, people actually like Terry. That's the thing. Like, Terry's fine. He may not be Bruce, but he stands on his own well enough. Unlike Falcon. Anyway,
I got called racist for calling Sam Captain Falcon.
I mean, you do not disrespect Douglas over here, Mr. Douglas.
It just raises too many questions. Anyway,
raises too many questions.
Well, welcome to 2025, baby, where nothing matters.
So next character, and this will be the last of the Marvel Holy Trinity. We have a certain seductive Lord of Thunder.
Thor,
seductive God of Thunder.
Okay, so I was going to use the fucking naked scene from
No,
from Love and Thunder, but I decided against that. So
there's Hemsworth at his best. Oh
Chris
my!
Hemsworth in the best Thor film.
Yes, the best Thor movie. So yeah, that rounds out the Marvel Holy Trinity. And last on the DC Holy Trinity is the character that most people think of when they think of female superheroes.
Yes.
And literally the first one that the Powerpuff Girls name drop when asked about how this from a female villain. Wonder Woman!
I think I remember B.
Dun, dun, dun,
Like,
dun.
B, I think, like, she hasn't been the best at all in both Injustice games, if my memory serves.
Yeah, character-wise, Diana sucks in the Injustice universe. But...
Oh no, I'm talking about the tier list right now, not character.
No, I know what you're talking about, Jamie. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna probably fix this when we get, or I'm gonna fix like the edging on that.
Yeah, when I get done, I'm gonna do like some solid cropping and keep the characters from invading other people's spaces, and then I'll like put the image in at the end. So
I'm about to say, like, it's good right now, but I know y'all will do it eventually. We'll make it nice and neat.
So,
all right, next up is the Marvel fighting game Holy Trinity, which consists of who are we opening this up with? And like I said, this is the fighting game Holy Trinity, as in these three have to be in it. Otherwise, this game won't sell.
One of the most famous fighting games for me, Spider-Man!
I guess we're starting with Spider. Oh, hi, Andrew Garfield. We have doxed Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Oh, no! Not like anybody with intimate knowledge of the comics will know this.
Mysterio was a villain all along, you say?
Oh my god.
All right, so that is the first of the fighting game Holy Trinity in Marvel.
Obviously, obviously,
DeeSee.
There's some bias here. Speaking from me. Just the pictures I've chosen.
Yeah, you're fine. Anyway,
I was like.
Anyway, next up, except for DeeSee, is another sort of Trinity, with a lantern that may or may not be green.
Yes,
genuinely, depending on.
See, this is where the hard part happens, because now I have to start. Do I go whole hog?
Use the cartoon image for Christ's sake, because that makes it, because that's easier. Like, just use animated images.
I was gonna say, because I could totally.
We're not doing live action.
I could totally put Ryan Reynolds in here, but fine.
Fuck no.
Fine.
Yeah.
There's only one here. There's only one hero that Ryan Reynolds is known for, and we'll get him in a minute.
We might. For a sequel, we didn't have him planned out for the initial roster, but we'll get him in for a sequel, to which Deadpool could be like, how did anyone enjoy these games without me in them?
Some people enjoy those games more without you, Wade.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we have another Green Man, and in the Marvel universe, who may or may not smash things. Smash you!
Did he just win the goddamn death battle, by the way?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bias is showing again.
Oh no, Alex has bias towards the best Hulk movie, or unironically the best Incredible Hulk movie. Whatever shall we do?
This is a 2003 movie?
No, the 2008 one.
The one with
Edward Norton.
The one with Edward Norton, the guy who single-handedly carried that film in terms of the writing aspect. Yeah, we're all right. So, and next up on the DeeSee side, my name is Barry Allen, and I'm the dumbest man alive.
Okay, let me.
Also, was my Justice 2 main?
The problem is the Flash has too many stupid suits throughout the years, and I'm trying to find one that's not dumb.
We could just go with, Justice League Doom's suit. Yeah, I know that is Barry in it.
But no, seriously, it also has the best, in my opinion, the best super and Injustice 2.
I've got a Bart Allen picture here that looks really good, but it's Bart Allen. Excuse me, I want to use Barry, but the Barry picture looks like shit.
I found the Barry from Injustice Doom, or from Justice League Doom.
All right, drop that in the broadcast.
I'll drop it in your DMs.
I'll drop that drop it in the broadcast, because then I don't have to change because the audio might screw up if I go out of broadcast.
All right,
that one,
fair enough.
That's the bad one. It's too dark.
I actually like that one.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, that'll work. I scrolled a lot deeper.
Bartholomew is short for Barry, or is essentially Barry.
I thought that was Bart Allen though.
No, it's Barry.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could have used the other one that I found.
Anyway. So yeah, Barry is obvious. That's Young Justice Barry, but I'll let it slide.
It's still, this was back when Young Justice looked good.
That was season 3.
But yeah, this was actually my Injustice 2 main.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that is season 3 Barry, but we'll let it slide.
I was just looking at the lightning bolt, and it's not completely deformed like it is in some of those shots, so,
Anyway, yeah. So, Jamie, as you were saying about Flash?
He was my Injustice 2 main.
It's interesting how Barry is kind of even though Barry, in terms of his speed, is supposed to be the fastest man alive, Injustice 2's jank-ass animation kind of makes him look a little slow. Because, oh boy.
Okay.
I'll probably send you those videos later.
And then also has the best super in Injustice 2, not even close. Then
Okay.
Okay. Then
Okay, yeah, I'll get that.
Then Raiden came in.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give you that one. And since that super is really good. Anyway, so wrapping up the Marvel fighting game Trinity, I'm the best there is at what I do. But what I do isn't exactly nice. He then proceeds to demonstrate how he teaches history to teenagers.
Scooby-Doo this shit, bro.
I thought what you did wasn't nice. Do you consider this nice, Bubba? I'm teaching you history. This should be boring to you. When you're telling it, it's actually kind of interesting.
This is the action figure, but it's got a pretty good shot of the Deadpool and Wolverine suits, so it stays.
Hell yeah. All right, so that rounds up our like I said, this is the fighting game, the Marvel fighting game Trinity. It needs to have Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk in it.
Yeah, obviously we have to have Wolverine in this game because Wolverine is Mr. Money. Wolverine publicity exists for a reason, and everybody wants to play as him.
Yep.
By the way, go out of your way and play X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Hell of a underrated game.
Mm-hmm. And next up for DeeSee, to round up another member of the Justice League, is a Manhunter of Martians.
It appeared in one fucking game. It was, I believe, okay? I don't remember.
Jean was in Injustice 1 as one of the first DLC characters.
Yeah, and then just dipped.
I guess Jean unsaw the future. He knew. He was like, "Oh no, I'm not stepping further into this franchise. I'm out. Peace." So yeah, that rounds up most of the Justice League. However, now that we've gotten at least 6 founding members of the Justice League and Marvel's 2 Trinities, let's go over some other picks. Starting with Marvel, we have a certain widow that may or may not be black. And by that I mean dressed in black.
Kevin, we're not allowed to say that anymore. It's African American widow.
That's stupid.
I know.
That's dumb.
Hello, Scarlett Johansson. You are still gorgeous to this day.
Double. And carried the SpongeBob movie. It's one fact.
Yes.
The only good SpongeBob movie.
I mean, Sponge out of water. Sponge Out of Water was all right.
No, it was not. Trust me.
I've seen it.
It's not better than the 2004 movie.
Obviously, I'm not saying that. It still had one of my favorite jokes in any SpongeBob thing. Welcome to the apocalypse, Mr. Squidward. I hope you like leather. Like, how is that not a good joke? And this was immediately after the Krabby Patty formula was stolen by somebody that wasn't Plankton. So yeah, Black Widow making a triumphant return after Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Marvel vs. I was gonna say something about that game, and then I was like, nah, why would I bother?
Okay.
It was good at the time, and then everyone realized, I'm like, yeah, we're just going back to Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's get since we have a lot of the Justice League put in here, let's put in some Teen Titans, why don't we? Starting with their leader and founding member.
Which Robin's going in?
Nightwing. No! Animated Nightwing or bust. No. Why would you do this, Alex? Why would you put in Titans? You fucking sadist.
Oh, yeah.
Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here.
I am not getting involved with this, by the way.
Look, I like the suit. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but guess what? DCAMU Nightwing had a better suit.
I know the show is fucking awful.
Alex.
What?
Alex. There's a better suit. Or would you prefer the first suit in the DC?
Well, I mean, we could always go with this one.
Yeah, I'll take that one. 03 Titans Nightwing actually looked pretty good.
There you go. But yeah, Nightwing and Injustice 1. Broken as hell.
And it's funny how we ended up getting two characters that use like electric tasers for their weaponry. Are you in this?
Nightwing looks kind of like me if I had black hair.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Justice 1 Nightwing is broken. Anyways.
So now getting back to Marvel. Oh, dreams will never die. Optic Blast.
It really is a shame that we don't have pictures of the new Cyclops suit from Doomsday, but
again, dreams will never die. Optic Blast. Optic Blast.
Him.
God damn it.
Yes. Yes. He was broken in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
See, that's how you beat Wolverine. And you don't even need Optic Blast! Yeah, Cyclops was... I feel like Cyclops has been overdue to be in a Marvel fighting game again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Marvel 2, right?
It's almost like the Disney Corporation had a feud with 20th Century Fox over the usage of X-Men and wanted to try and tank the X-Men brand so that they could get the fucking rights back.
And guess what? Cyclops was number 1 on the tier list for Marvel 2.
Dreams will never die. Optic Blast.
These kids will not understand.
The thing that really bothers me I fucking love Cyclops. Like, I really wish him and Wolverine could get along, because I love both of those characters, and I have a feeling that if they weren't written in to be stupid, that they might actually get along. But, you know, the writers don't want me to be happy.
Anyway, so check out the broadcast chat for the next character on our list. Is from the Titans.
Cyborg, I'm guessing.
You fucking sadist, don't you fucking dare.
Oh, god damn it, Kevin.
Don't you fucking dare do this. Don't you dare fucking do this to my goat.
And this is... Yeah, I only know
if I knew this was the image you were gonna use, I would have made a Photoshop for you.
Anyway,
I know what's gonna go on. Oh my god, whatever.
Hang on. I need to. I'm trying to get it to open up. Am I just gonna have to? Yes, I am. Okay. So yeah, ignore that.
Yeah, ignore that.
Fucking
my goat,
fucking
Beast
green,
Boy.
Green Frodo Baggins himself.
So apparently, Beast Boy is dead in Injustice series.
Yeah, that which is fucking lame.
Connor
somehow managed.
Aren't half the fucking Titans dead in that universe?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Fuck off.
Somehow Beast Boy was playable in Injustice 2 Mobile, and his super move sucks ass.
Yeah, you know. Hey, so Kevin, you know why I was laughing, right?
Why were you laughing?
You remember what I said about this image back when it was your avatar like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, back when you called it Green Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, I would have actually made a Green Frodo Baggins for this if I knew that was the one you were gonna use.
Look, I would have look if I had a good image of him from any of the commissioned art I've done, one of them, I would definitely suggest you use that. So anyway, next for our base roster, for Marvel, we have...
That's AI generated, never mind. I was gonna say, I googled Green Frodo Baggins, and I saw an image of him as a Green Lantern, and then I clicked on it, and I was like yeah, that's an AI.
So next on our list for this base roster, the first game, is a certain Storm of Sues. Character who starred in the most recent MCU film, and was apparently the leader of the Fantastic Four.
Yes and no? Question mark, complete with voice crack.
Yeah, that was weird, because it's like Reed Richards did hold all of the weight there, but Sue Storm is the PR person.
I mean, granted,
I'm like
Sue is much better with people than Reed is. Reed is a fucking autist. No offense meant, but Reed is literally depicted as like only barely capable of pretending to be charismatic in a lot of instances, especially like post-Ultimate for some reason.
Thanks a lot, Pedro Pascal.
Well, that was a thing they did in the Ultimate universe when he was.
I don't care if it was a thing they did in the Ultimate.
Well, when he was sort of a villain in that, and it was just very
odd. Well, anyway, Sue Storm, aka the Invisible Woman.
That's
so. Who are we using for that? As the 2005, the 2015, or the most recent one?
I mean, I could find a picture of Kate Mara in a horrible fucking wig, but I'm currently piecing through lots and lots of Marvel Rivals art of her dump truck ass.
Why not use the Marvel Rivals thing? Because that model actually looks good.
Well, the problem is that there's just so much of it that's borderline pornographic, and I'm not sure what we'll if we're allowed to have that on YouTube. You know what? This one's actually from the game, so
yeah.
So that should be good.
Right.
Thanks, Google. I mean, genuinely thanks. Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, that actually. Yeah. Yeah, Marvel Rivals has some pretty good designs.
Okay, I'm just.
They're like, oh, that appeals.
Things.
That appeals too much to the Gooner camp, and I'm like,
okay.
I'm sorry, but
well,
last I checked, those were the people that actually bought the fucking games.
Yeah. It's almost like people like to play as characters that are either attractive or charismatic, and if you have neither of those, you might be Concord. There we go. I was trying to remember the name of the game.
All right, and next up rounding out the base roster Teen Titans, we have Gar's canonical waifu.
Y'all not putting Cyborg? What the fuck?
I said waifu. No, we'll get to Cyborg. Relax. By the way, Alex, I do have an image of DCAMU Raven prepped up for you.
Why are there more pictures
of
Megan Croft
yes.
than there are of the fucking cartoon? Or the fucking...
I just looked at Alex, look in broadcast chat and you'll see Raven.
Ah! God damn it! I know exactly who drew this stupid fucking image to it. Somebody... you might have run into him at some point, Kevin, but Dylan would know who drew this based on the fuck ass anatomy here. No pun intended. She's not getting fucked in the ass, but still. I just found a really bad image, is what I'm trying to say, and it's just
Yeah, let's not use that image.
Well, obviously not.
Let's use the one I posted in broadcast chat.
I'm gonna use this one because I think it'll be easier to make out her details. Because that one is a bit dark.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying it's one of those. If you're putting together something like this, you need to be able to identify that is each of these characters at a glance, so...
That's fair. Alright, so... now we gotta get into some bad Gs. So, for Marvel... let's just say he was quite the draw for a lot of female fans.
We have to have... a certain trickster.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Loki. How's your sex life? So, yeah. Loki was our first pick for Marvel villain.
Yeah, obviously. He was the first crossover villain in both comics and movies.
Yep. And Tom Hiddleston fit him to a T.
I was going to put President Loki here, but that show is cringe.
It is. All right, so next on the DC villain list, we have a certain prince that may or may not be the clown of crime. I know it's clown. Yes. I know it's clown prince of crime, but let's put it this way: if we're gonna have Batman in here, we gotta have his nemesis.
The funny
Tell me something.
So Joker has won a lot of Injustice majors. I believe he won.
You ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight?
I believe he won one or two in Mortal Kombat 11 majors. It's fantastic. It's great.
The thing is, okay, Mortal Kombat makes more sense.
However, it was used by none other than Charles the Sonic Fox.
That makes sense. And the thing is that Joker himself in Injustice is garbage tier, but in Mortal Kombat at 11, he somehow became quite a high tier.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
Well, you see, Kevin, he took out the trash.
Okay, that's fair. And at the very least, MK11's design for Joker looks really good. And Richard Epcar, by that point, only got to be probably one of the best voices for the Joker. Anyway,
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
Next up on our villains list is a certain character whom... Oh, who am I kidding? Foot dive! Foot dive! Foot dive! Foot dive!
Oh, that's plus. That's wonderful.
I'm like, who am I kidding?
Plus.
Who am I kidding? It's fucking Dr. Doom.
So we have Robert Downey Jr. on twice this list. Wonderful. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you, Doom?
And Dr. Doom, he's been in a lot of these fighting games.
Guys, I just realized something.
What?
We can call Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom Little.
Wait, hold on. I gotta you know what? Where is it? Where are you going?
Oh, that is... Oh. Hold on. Let me... Okay, try it now.
Try what?
I ended up having Jamie's soundboard muted because I'm guessing that was when he was probably...
For some reason, there's just a bunch of...
Try the drum sound bite now, Jamie.
All right, one moment, please. Where are you going?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so yeah, Dr. Doom.
Why did I have mute soundboard checked for you?
I think I might have done that. I don't know.
I think what happened was at some point we had like a global soundboard mute, and then we just didn't take it off, which is why I've been having to like re-enable soundboards for people manually. I don't even remember why, but okay, whatever.
Anyway, so now for the next villain, and I heard for the next villain in DeeSee, I heard that when everyone wasn't looking, he once stole 40 cakes. I know. That's about as many as 4 10s, and that's terrible. What did you do?
Nothing. I choked on my own. I choked on my own throat. Is
Oh,
what I did.
Hi, Eisenberg. I not Heisenberg. It's Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, I know we're using Jesse Eisenberg here. Or I would have preferred it if we used.
I'm not wanting that. I'm wanting that today's the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Wow.
Jamie.
What?
Don't fucking remind me about that shit.
Yeah. He lives in Mississippi, dude.
Yeah. Man,
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, they're fucking throwing a Hurricane Katrina remembrance ceremony not too far from here. And I was talking with one of the guys who was doing security for the event, and he said, I think we remember that a little bit too well.
Yeah.
Kind of like to forget about it.
Yeah, we kind of like to forget about huge tragedies like that.
Yeah.
I try to move on from them. But yeah, anyway, getting back to Lex, I kind of would have preferred if we went with any of the DCAU Lexes, is like just have the Kurgan and Lex, Clancy.
Oh, that's Luger, okay. I was like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, wait, that's Luger. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jesse Eisenberg Luthor. But yeah, we'll take Eisenberg because I'd rather take him over Holt any day of the week.
1A! 1A!
Class 1A? I didn't know Lex Luthor was a fan of My Hero Academia.
I mean, I could always use this one.
No. Oh wait, never mind. That's Michael Rosenbaum. He's good.
Yeah, he could. You know what we could do? We could have.
Which, by the way, funnily enough, in an episode of Justice League Unlimited, Michael Rosenbaum got to voice Lex in Flash's body in an episode that involved Dr. Fate trying to locate Gorilla Grodd, but through him trying to get to Grodd through Flash's mind link with him, and because as of one time, Grodd tried to mind control Flash. Actually, and while Lex was trying to get information out of Grodd, suddenly Lex and Flash ended up swapping minds. So Clancy Brown was having to voice as Flash as Lex Luthor, and Michael Rosenbaum was voicing Lex Luthor as Flash. And at one point, he's like, "If nothing else, I could at least learn the Flash's secret identity." I have no idea who this is. I remember one time when Robbie Damon was doing a bit with one character he voices in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then he's like, "I have no idea who this is." And I'm like, "You're channeling your inner Rosenbaum, Michael Rosenbaum, aren't you?" Anyway, to cap off the initial villain roster for Marvel vs. DC, Spider-Man. This is what it means. This is why only fools play at being a hero. Oh, because you never know when some lunatic will come along with a sadistic choice.
Okay, so I was just looking for pictures of our green gobby here. And
you mean our green meanie?
Yeah, green meanie. And the second result after Green Goblin suit was Green Goblin cross-dressing.
Oh god. Oh god.
What?
I don't know.
I'm not surprised.
Oh my god.
I am not surprised.
I don't.
Okay. But yeah, we need an actual Spider-Man villain that isn't Venom as, the base roster.
Well, okay, so apparently... Okay, so apparently there is a female Green Goblin in the Ultimate Spider-Man show. Her name is Norma Osborn, and she is from the gender-flipped universe. She's known as She-Goblin.
That just seems really stupid.
It just raises too many questions.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway. I don't know where Jamie went. Yeah, we don't know where he went, and I'm hoping he'll come back in a moment. But in the meantime, we will round out our villain roster, or in Marvel versus DC, with a interesting pick of mine, Despero, from the Green Lantern comics. Just use this as Justice League image.
Yep,
because yeah, and there he's at least voiced by Keith David.
There you go.
No! Get that mouse out of here! No!
Hang on.
No! Get that mouse out of here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ah! No! No! I stopped watching the Flash before he showed up in that stupid show, but he looks terrible. He looks like
Look at the broadcast. Look at the broadcast chat, Alex.
He looks like a rejected member of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Alex, look at the broadcast chat. There's your Despero.
There we go. That'll work. Yeah, they made him fucking pink.
Yeah, in Justice League, in the Justice League episode where Despero ended up appearing in, he was voiced by Keith David. Very interesting.
I was thinking that if they ever gave Gordon Freeman a voice, it needs to be Keith David. Just for the memes.
However, we don't only have these few characters. No. We have more. We've got a secret character in which you have to input a code in, and which is how you would get at these two secret characters. And then we'd have a whole bunch of unlockable characters. Because that way, you actually have to work for these characters instead of, just paying for them, because that's stupid.
So obviously we're going to do a little bit of, we're going to go through the unlockables first before we go into the secret characters, because we want to leave a little bit of a tease for later.
For Marvel, we have the man who's never missed a single shot, even accidentally saving all of Middle-earth by catching the one ring on one of his arrows. You know him, I know him, and we all Hawkeye.
Hawkeye
making a triumphant return from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in terms of the last Marvel versus fighting game. So, Hawkeye. Hawkeye. We don't really have specifics on how you unlock these characters. We just kind of assume just play a arcade mode.
Yeah, go through the story mode. The idea that I had was that you'd have to beat him as Black Widow to unlock him.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's our first unlockable character from a Marvel. However, for DC, our very first unlockable is none other than the other gorgeous female on the Teen Titans. Alex, I have I got an image of her from the DC AMU for you.
God damn.
There you go.
I don't know which of these amazing images to use. They're all great.
Oh yeah, making another return from Injustice 2, we have one of the first few DLC characters from that game, Starfire. Otherwise known as Princess Coriander.
Here, let me just get this. That one had some weird artifacting on it.
Yeah, that... Yeah, Starfire would be our first unlockable for DC. Probably beat her as Nightwing to unlock her. Or these would be unlocked kind of in the same way that you would unlock a Smash Brothers character.
Yeah, that was kind of our idea, because we've discussed this a little bit less off screen, but I believe we were talking about did we talk about the arcade mode, or is that just something we were just
we didn't
thinking
talk about
of?
We were just thinking of arcade mode.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so I was mistaken there, but yeah, so what the idea generally is that, you know, King of Fighters style tag matches, but a little bit of story mode, kind of like Subspace Emissary. You know, not gonna have like a side-scrolling beat 'em up in there necessarily, although that would be a cool idea. Like Justice League Task Force, if it didn't suck. Task Force wasn't that bad of a game, but it wasn't that good of a game either.
Anyway, so next up on our list is a certain guy whose full name may or may not be Juggernaut, bitch.
Don't you know who I am?
Let me guess, your name is Juggernaut. First name Juggernaut, last name bitch. Any questions?
Fuck off. Hey, why is your head shaped like a giant penis?
Yeah, Juggernaut, making his return from the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games, starting with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It was a big son of a bitch, and trying to pit him against Servbot, and it's like, how is he going to be able to hit his opponent? He's just that big. Yeah, next up for our DeeSee unlockables is a certain character that was asked about earlier by our buddy Jamie, who may or may not shout the booyahs.
This is an odd place to find this image, but sure. This image... That is not the image I tried to save.
Really?
This is. There we go.
There. Yeah, Cyborg.
Cyborg in slightly higher than eye-bleedingly small resolution.
Yeah, Cyborg was Yeah, Cyborg would be our second unlockable. All for DeeSee.
For him, I don't really know what we'd do to have him, to unlock him. Maybe you'd have to... You have to beat somebody as somebody else, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe just have it happen in the story mode. I don't know.
I don't even know if we'd have a story mode for this. I think at most it would just be like a big arcade ladder leading up to either of the two bosses. We'll get to those later. In the meantime, I am for the next unlockable for...
well, we did have the idea of having a story mode in there. But we were talking about having the plot, but I don't even remember what we said about the plot anymore.
We weren't, like I said, we weren't going to really make a plot. We were just going to have like a full-on arcade in mode run.
So the plot is fight about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so next up we have a fantastic man. A certain Richards of Reeds.
Oh, wow. This is fucking great.
Please tell me it's the Marvel Rivals one, so that... Oh, it's Alex Ross design.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. I know. Oh, we're only putting in 2 members of the Fantastic Four in the base roster, but we can't have too many members so far in the first game. And no, we're not going to cop out and use Super Skrull. That was such a weird move by Marvel vs. Capcom 3. To just compile the Fantastic Four into one character.
I don't like that.
But you are the Fantastic Four, buddy. Anyway, for the next DeeSee unlockable, Oh, we have one Connor of Kent. Otherwise known as the second in person to hold the title of Superboy.
Not to be confused with Clark Kent, although a lot of people have confused him with Superboy Clark Kent. Much to his and everybody else's chagrin.
But yeah, Superboy. AKA Connor Kent. Interesting choice to go with the comics, and I won't argue with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have gone with the one that has just the T-shirt, but I kind of don't like that design anymore. Young Justice ruined that design for me.
Yeah, and meanwhile, DCAMU Connor still has my favorite design. Too bad he fucking died in the most worthless way possible.
I mean,
They took his body away, but they don't have a purpose for him because Darkseid is gone.
I just found Okay, so I found two images. One's really fucking cool and the other one's not. I'm not gonna mention them, but yeah. Ah! God, the fucking Fujoshis need to put Connor Kent down. Because I can tell that a lot of this art is done by Yaoi fangirls.
Why?
There's just one that's just him. It looks like they. I'm gonna DM this to you.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna show it on the stream, but I am gonna DM it to you because it's just. And just, think in your head that clip of the guy. You know what clip I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah.
You know. And here's this one. Oh, dear God. Put that down. That doesn't belong to you. Anyways. Yeah. Gotta have Superboy in there.
Yep. And probably the best one.
We could
next
even
up on Marvel.
We could even have an alt costume for him where he's dressed as Superboy Clark Kent a little,
Yeah. I'd show the skit for the next character, but we'd probably get demonetized.
Oh, Kevin, what would you say? Hang on, Kevin. What would you say to an alternate costume for Connor Luthor?
No. Get that shit out of here. No. No. Fuck that.
Oh, you wanted to be so cool, didn't you, Titans? You fucking weren't.
Anyway, so next up we have Shumagarath. I'd go into more detail about him, but let's just say there's a sketch of Sanity Not Included that goes into more detail onto my exposure to this character. Stop right there, Fiend. I challenge you to a battle. Yeah, ha ha ha. Very well. Do you know what I'm going to do to you? I'm sorry, what? And the whole skit, he's just so confused.
Yeah.
He's like,
Psylocke is a fucking freak.
Yes, she is. And Shumagarath is like, what is wrong with you? The one time I'm a character who is made out of tentacles actually has standards. Anyway, so for our next DeeSee unlockable.
Oh, for Shumagorath, you have to beat him as Psylocke. Wait a second, that would mean he'd have to be beaten by an unlockable character.
No, he'd be beaten by Sue Storm.
Yeah, sure.
For the next DeeSee unlockable, don't be so stunned, Father. I thought you'd be taller. You either love him or you don't.
He is one of the most famous bastards in DeeSee
out there.
Both because his parents weren't married and because he's kind of a dick. Not the same kind of dick as Penis Grayson, but still, that is really low resolution. Hang on. Where? Damien? Come back
Damien!
Here. Get back here, I need your resolution, Damien. That's even lower resolution. That's great. That's fantastic. This is great. This is amazing. I don't want to use that image. That's really shit. Thank you, Wikipedia, for having such low resolution. That'll... you know what? This'll probably work. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. That's slightly higher resolution.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, we wondered which Robin we'd want to have in here as a second Robin, but then we were like, you know what, Damien.
Yep. Gotta put the Super Sons in here.
Well, even though Connor is not one of the Super Sons, that would. But then again, thanks to Brian Michael Bendis and a certain in Tony, and a certain Tom Taylor, we can't have that dynamic anymore. Go fuck yourself, elves guys. Genuinely, go fuck yourselves.
Tom Taylor's a war criminal.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
You will get no disagreement from me on that one.
Yeah, he also fucked up Supergirl, too.
Yep, of course he did. Because why am I not surprised?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one responsible for the comic that they're basing the new movie on.
Of course.
She's a fucking lush.
Anyway, so for the next Marvel unlockable, we have 19 inches of Venom.
We are Venom.
Why is your dick so massive? I don't know. It just happened. We don't know. It just happens. Okay. Why? Why would you do that to Eddie? Oh, Eddie. He has such a clean smile.
God damn it.
But yeah. Of course we can't have a Marvel vs. DeeSee fighting game without Venom. He's just Venom. Like, seriously. you see this guy, you think, yeah, he's really popular. Or it'd be a shame if he wasn't in a fighting game. I mean, hell, dude was another DLC for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and they got a spectacular Spider-Man voice actor to play him.
Yes.
But yeah, next DeeSee character on our list was of the main 7 in the 2001 Justice League animated series, and carried a mace. Also had wings. Shayera Hall of Thanagar, aka Hawkgirl.
Not as portrayed by Isabella Merced.
Instead, let's just have
frankly, fuck that. Yeah, because frankly, fuck that movie.
Yeah. It's no secret to anybody that if you've seen in our posts, we don't like that fucking movie.
Is that gonna crop well? Should, yes.
So, I've kind of been a fan of Shayera since the 2001 Justice League animated series.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a fantastic character. Very well-rounded, too.
You know, sad thing is, Isabella Merced would be a good choice for Hawkgirl, but, you know.
She doesn't do much except for kill a dictator.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that would get at metahumans in trouble. I'm like, Shayera, you facilitated the potential prejudice against metahumans by killing off a major world leader. Well, I don't care if he was a dictator. That doesn't give you the right.
Hey, who here remembers how Injustice started? I mean, aside from the nuclear weapons going off in Metropolis and, you know, the death of Lois Lane and all that, like, what was the first thing that Superman did when he started going off the deep end? He started running around, imposing his will upon the world, killing, you know, world leaders and dictators and stuff like that. And I was like, not to say that it's bad to intervene.
We're speedrunning this shit in the new Superman movie.
Yeah, not to say that it's bad to intervene in world events when shit starts hitting the fan. You know, it's like, you know, protect people wherever you have to. You know, with great power comes great responsibility and all that. It's just incredibly hypocritical to I'm trying to think now, and I'm trying to think what the hell Peacemaker could have been imprisoned for, considering how these fuckers are still running around.
Alex,
if you want further elaboration about this, go watch the Maccasts about Superman.
No, Alex.
Or my upcoming video.
There's a full video out there on detailing what Peacemaker would be charged with for real world crimes.
Yeah, but I'm just, if fucking Hawkgirl can drop the president of a nation to his doom, and
what
still
right does she have
around, like, why? What? How did Peacemaker even? Why did anybody arrest Peacemaker? Who did he kill that was so important? Did he kill the president? Did he shoot the fucking president or something?
Who knows? Anyway, getting off of that. Next up on our unlockables for Marvel, we have Miss Marvel. Thankfully not the part of Carol Danvers' run where she is a complete and total bitch.
No, I do not want... I do not want Kamala Khan. I did not ask for Kamala Khan.
You gotta ask for Carol
Danvers, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, we're more a fan of her as Miss. We're more a fan of her as Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah, she had the good suit back then.
Oh yeah, she looks gorgeous there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's also very well toned. Great muscles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not. And here's the thing. What's her face? Brie Larson. Brie Larson was in really good shape. Other than the fact that she, didn't have a great butt for the first one, but she did the squats. Yeah, she did the squats for the second one, but the problem is her ass was the best part of that film.
Yeah. But yeah, Danvers before she became the bitch that we know her for in
Captain
many
Pre-Crime.
Yeah. Oh, fuck Civil War 2 and the first one. Because what talking point did Carol actually have to make people side with her versus Iron Man's? Like, Iron Man's like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch?
I love how, the way I've best seen Civil War 2 summed up was, like, Civil War 1 was summed up as heroes should register, heroes should not. Civil War 2 was summed up as, execute people for crimes that haven't been committed and cannot possibly be committed, or, just the fucking pre-crime thing, it's locking them up and shit, but you get my point. Versus...
Yeah, I know.
Versus Carol, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, so in Civil War... Like, yeah, in Civil War, they had a hard time making the two sides seem like they had a hard time trying to argue that the two sides were equivalent, because like Tony's side in both the movie and the comic was just like, in the comic it was worse because there was a lot of overreach and shit like that, and there was just the obvious aspect of, like, everybody already knew about the Mutant Registration Act and how bad that wound up being, and what that led to. And then in the movie, it was like I would love to see how they actually planned to execute their little scheme, because I don't think they really thought about that much, because they essentially immediately dropped it the second any kind of questions the Sokovia Accords raised might have been answered. And then, Civil War 2, the sides are not equivalent at all. Carol's just nuts.
Yeah. Anyway, so getting on to the next unlockable for DeeSee is another lady of the super variety, specifically the cousin of the Man of Steel, Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl. No, not Power Girl. Power Girl's an alternate costume. I said an alternate costume.
But the alternate costume can still appear on the main screen if you hit the L and R triggers.
Whatever, fine. And Supergirl / Power Girl. Yeah, it's like Supergirl was a really good addition in Injustice 2 in terms of, like, variety on who's in the playable roster, and plus Supergirl was one character that a lot of people wanted in Injustice. As hell, she was one of the highest voted characters in Injustice 1, but of course she and Starfire somehow lost out to Batgirl in the end, because they put Batgirl of all people in Injustice 1 despite her having the least amount of votes. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But let's not dwell on Ed Boon's really stupid decisions. Next on the Marvel list, we have a certain.
I mean, if you really want to just put Supergirl in there, I can throw this in there.
No. Fine, we have.
There we go.
Look. Okay, I did appreciate at least Sasha Calle his appearance. It's just anyway.
That
Next character on our list. Yeah, the movie was bad. Sasha Kali was not. Anyway, next on our list we have a witch who may or may not be Scarlet.
That is a 300 pixel wide image. I'm going to need something better than that, guys.
But yeah, essentially, yeah, Scarlet Witch, who it's like a lot of people would have. I'm sure a lot of people would have wanted her in a fighting game eventually. And the thing is that it's like I don't know if they ever really thought that they could have a place for Scarlet Witch, despite the fact that there are multiple magic users in DC fighting games. So why not have multiple magic users in Marvel? I mean, hell, you could argue Dormammu is a magical character, but we'll probably get to him in the sequel. Anyway, where's the Scarlet Witch?
See, that's a very good question, because Google is doing that thing right now where it doesn't load the high-resolution version of images. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you...
I found
Fuck
it.
I'm taking the fucking costume from WandaVision. That's actually
on her from Multiverse.
This is actually a good costume too.
Yeah, that's fair. Even though that show is terrible and did a huge disservice to her character and Visions.
And fucking Quicksilver, and he's not even in the show.
Yeah, he's played by Evan Peters, but it's not actually Pietro Maximoff. Next up for DC, we are on a man who is many things, and you couldn't even begin to imagine half of them. But for now, he'll take the role of Executioner. Yes, the god of apocalypse himself, Darkseid.
Oh no.
Because let's be for... Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm letting my bias get in my way again.
Oh no, one of the best designs in the DCEU. Oh, whatever shall we do? It's beautiful.
But Kevin, it's not blue and purple like it was in the 70s, so it's terrible.
Those idiots are stupid. It was black. It was blackish blue in the DCAU, and in most other, and in Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Yet nobody bitched about those.
Well, you know, people don't bitch about a lot of things when Zack Snyder doesn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Darkseid is an interesting character in terms of DC people, because he is just a straight-up menace. As I was half tempted to just have him be like the last villain pick for the DC character, for the initial base roster of the DC characters, but then I'm like, nah, I think he'd be better fit as a but we're like, nah, he's a better fit for an unlockable character.
Yeah, he's one of those ones where, because of the way he is, he can scale however you need him to physically, so you can have him be, you know, as tall as the tallest character, or you could have him for his super, he can blow up to being like 12 feet tall if he needs to.
Yeah. So yeah, Darkseid. And as for like how these team battles would work, it's like we don't really need to have them be like, you know, makes sense. It's just like anybody could be paired up with anybody.
Oh.
By that I mean in teamed up with anybody.
Kevin, I have urgent news.
Get that thing out of my face right now. Thank you. Anyway, so for the penultimate unlockable character, or on Marvel, we have a Silver who may or may not be. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? It's still weird how they pronounce this as these in the song.
Travel the world in the seven
seas.
Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you.
You know, Alex, the weird thing is that the way they sing the song, it's like there's barely a note to hold in some portions of it.
Yeah.
I almost listened to that song but then again, I feel like that's the intention.
Oh, yeah. I almost have to go with the... I almost said Alice Cooper. I know that's not who sang it. I almost have to go with the Marilyn Manson version in some ways.
I'd rather go with the Eurythmics version because I'm not a fan of covers.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, for the penultimate DeeSee character for the unlockables, no, I will not stop. Not now, not ever. I am the thing that keeps you up at night. The evil that haunts every dark corner. I will never rest, and neither will you. I know I probably botched that quote up somewhere, but Slade, aka Deathstroke the Terminator. Slade has just, he's always been like a favorite in terms of characters of mine, and like despite the fact that he's a pedophile. We don't like to think about the worst parts of the Judas Contract comic. We really don't. But yeah, Slade is definitely one of the more iconic villains in DC out there. Like, people will try to be like, "Oh,
we didn't get to see the Batman versus Deathstroke movie."
People will be like, "Oh, Slade's not a Batman villain." I'm like,
he's not a fucking Arrow villain either, but the entirety of season 2 was dedicated to him.
He's a general purpose DC villain. You could put him against anybody in the Justice League, and it would still work.
I want to see him going up against the Joker. I want to see what their conflict would be like.
Joker would probably find a way to manipulate Slade into actually working with him through some bizarre means, because Joker has manipulated smarter people before, like Lex. And for our final unlockable character in Marvel, I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on. Oh, why do you gotta make Pinocchio sound scary? Even I get that reference.
I've got this from Industrial Light and Magic here. That's
cool.
Nice. Thank you, ILM. Actually, I'm just gonna copy the whole thing.
Ultron, and I feel like deserves a better fighting game to be in, and outside of Infinite. And like, dude was absolutely insane as a character in Infinite, but at the same time, it's like I wish he was in a better game than Infinite.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, his team up with Sigma was certainly interesting.
Infinite's one of those games where I'm just like, man, you could have been so great, and they fucked you up so much. Yeah, you could have
they could have had an actual story, but no, they had to half-ass it. And as for our final unlockable character in DeeSee, Boosterific! It's Booster Gold. Like, Booster Gold. We love you, man. We really do. We love you and Skeets. Skeets is one of my favorite little companion characters in most things, but that's mostly just because he's such a breath of positivity for our Booster Gold.
He almost looks like Tom Cruise here.
I guess. But yeah, Booster Gold is a very underrated character in DeeSee, and I am glad that my introduction to him was through the Justice League Unlimited series, where he got to take care of a much bigger threat than just the big bad guy that the heroes end up fighting. And I feel in the end he did get what he wanted, which is some recognition, and not necessarily recognition from a general populace, but rather from a person whom he's had multiple interactions with. That's all of our...
Booster Gold, fun fact, was the guy who coined the phrase Doomsday as the Ancient Deformity's name.
Funnily enough, it also in that comic, Booster Gold kind of was relieved at first that he didn't have to go to a friend's funeral, but then he ended up having to attend Superman's funeral. That must have been quite heartbreaking for him. And when the Justice League finally recognized him, and Booster Gold was like, "Nah, I'm not going to join the League. I'm better off just being that unknown guy." He learned a lot of humility. And we just, like I said, we just love him for it. But anyway, that's the base roster and the unlockable characters. Now, about those secret characters we discussed. For Marvel, I believe this quote would be appropriate. Ha 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 ha! X-Men, welcome to die! I am Magneto, Master of Magnet. Ha 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 ha! Kill you, X-Chicken. You are dead. Ha 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 ha! Yes, Magneto, the Master of Magnet.
There are a lot of great images, but they're all very low resolution. Or they have both Magneto actors on there. I only need one.
And let's put it this way: Magneto was never right. Get that out of there right off the bat. He was a cautionary tale of what happens when you go too far, or with how you conduct yourself after such trauma. Yes. And unfortunately, a lot of people, unironically, took him at face value, being like, "Oh, he was." And hell, there's a point in Wolverine and the X-Men where Nightcrawler finds out that Magneto has been forcing people to stay on Genosha, and that is hardly any different from keeping people in like camps and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason why for the villainous Magneto, people are always saying things like, yeah, he's become exactly what he always hated.
As Screen Junkies said, at a Holocaust survivor who basically became Hitler.
Yes.
We are the cure. And as for the DeeSee secret character, which, by the way, keep in mind, the secret characters are characters which you have to put in a code. to unlock them. There's no like unlock condition.
Up,
A
down,
certain
down, left,
savage
right, BA, start.
A certain savage of vandals.
Oh, God. No, I don't want the Arrowverse. Fuck off.
Try Justice League Doom's version.
I found the comic version.
What is... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that could work. So yeah, Vandal Savage. I'm sure some people would have wanted Ra's al Ghul in there, but I'm like, nah, Savage is better. Dude actually outlived most of the immortal cast in Marvel and DC.
We can always
like,
add the French, Irish, Arabic head of the demon in later.
We might. Though, for the boss character, we're not going to have them be on this playable roster. Or they're just going to be kind of separate. For the first game, for Marvel, it would be the return of Onslaught. Don't stick him into this roster. Stick him, like, outside of it.
Oh, I just need to pull up a picture. That is very low resolution, guys. Can I have it HD?
Onslaught kind of hasn't been around since Marvel vs. Capcom 1, actually.
There we go. That's Onslaught. Can't zoom in much because this is a very old image. Very crusty, very, very JPEG, very deep fried.
Yeah. Yeah, but Onslaught would be the Marvel boss character. Or because we wanted to have like two boss characters, since this would be like a versus thing. And unlike I say Okay, I have an idea, Alex. Just for the boss characters, just stick them like right to the side of the logo for Marvel and DC. Okay, so that way they don't get in the way of the main roster.
Okay. You know what would be great, guys, is if you had an option to move the layer to the top.
You might want to shrink them down a little bit more. You might want to shrink them down a little more so that we'll have room for the sequel. All boss character. There we go. Much better.
Hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna crop this one.
For those who don't know, Onslaught is essentially what ended up happening one time when Charles and Magneto ended up merging together. First it was a mind fusion. First it was a mind fusion, then it became a literal body fusion.
Not the way the Yowie fangirls would like them to.
As for why Onslaught would be here when Magneto is playable characters or is from the secret character roster, you tell me, because that's why we're not writing a story around this.
I mean, we can write a story around this, but we're already writing a story around this, so...
Anyway, for the DC character, for the DC boss character, Trigon the Terrible, because the Teen Titans kind of need their big cosmic entity, a boss character in there, so why not?
I was going to try and find my image of... I did not want to open that one. I wanted to open this one.
Of Trigun the Terrible.
Yes, but that would require me sorting through 4 different hard drives.
Yeah,
to try and figure out where I put that. So fuck that.
So yeah, Trigon would be our first boss best character on the DeeSee side of things. I feel like to go Street Fighter Cross Tekken, the Marvel characters would be taking on Trigon while the DeeSee characters fight Onslaught. Like I said, just to go like a little Street Fighter Cross Tekken in here.
There we go. Hang on. I can recreate that image real quick.
No. 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 Damn you.
There we go. Trigun the Terrible.
Oh my god. So, how about a sequel?
Hey guys, you remember when sequels used to come out with some kind of reasonable rate with a decent amount of expediency?
Yeah, like
Pepperidge Farm remembers. It. Yeah.
And
you could make a new fighting game every year with, you know, essentially the same roster with updates.
Yeah. So everybody here would already be in the base roster, but who would be in the sequel? Who would be in the sequel roster? Let's try to go over that.
Well, I remember that one of the first ones that we picked was obviously going to be Johnny Storm.
Yep. Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch.
Johnny Storm. As I spelled it.
You should have gone with the one from Deadpool and Wolverine, just so that we could have that that bearded one from the movie.
Oh, I mean, we could have, but that would have required more scrolling.
Yeah. And as for the DeeSee side of things, because some people would have probably complained about Aquaman not being in the first game, let's put him in here. Aquaman, aka
Obviously. Has to be Aquaman. Aquaman's got to be here.
Yep.
Why didn't we put him in there instead of some of the other characters we did? Well, you know, we can always work on that.
We were initially pitching this for DLC, but then we were like,
you know what? We could just do a whole new game.
Yeah.
With a whole new arcade mode, maybe Sonic. Even a whole new story. Hey, we already got through
the first game's roster, and we're now starting on the second game.
All right.
So,
nice. You got an actual roster thing here.
Okay, so next on Marvel's list, I believe we decided to round up the Fantastic Four with the man who's
devil-loving blue-eyed thing.
A man who doesn't want to say his catchphrase in the V.
Which one?
Well, you know, at least it's
clobbering time.
Could be worse. That could be a flashback to his time being abused as a child.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It was stupid.
Honestly, I feel like the best as the Thing, weirdly enough, is Michael Chiklis.
Oh yeah. I'm attempting to
He actually sounded like he actually sounded like a guy with rocks in his throat.
Michael Chiklis. Let's see. If I'm right, which voice was he again?
He was the guy.
It was 2005.
Yeah.
Ah, got it. Ah, that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
You all right, man? You sound kind of sleepy.
All right, let me see. Yeah, a bit. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine.
Okay. Come on. I just want to have... I'm sure, whatever. Found a promo photo, but it was too low res, but this one will work, I think.
Yeah. It's clobbering time. Because we're not gonna half-ass it like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 did. It'd just say, oh, Super Skrull has all the powers of the Fantastic Four. I'm like, no, we're not doing this shit.
Again, that was Marvel's fault. That was Marvel's fault. Remember that. They fought for the thing.
But yeah, and now that we have the thing, I believe it's time. I believe for the next DeeSee character, we should include one more member of the Bat. A former Robin, if you will. One who may or may not have fallen off a bit of the slippery slope, but then got better. Line.
Red Hood.
Yeah.
I'd agree. Not broccoli hair Zoomer Red Hood from the Titans show either. No, the proper one.
Yes, the proper one as voiced by Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
Oh, I loved his performance in Under the Red Hood.
I've been watching through Supernatural again recently, and I'm just, again, reminded of how good things used to be and how bad things are now. Also reminded of how with every quote-unquote original idea that they used in The Boys is just something that was used in Supernatural beforehand.
Now, I'll leave you guys to speculate some more of the Marvel characters. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right,
let me just see who we got on the Marvel side right now. Let's see, what are we missing right here? Okay, we got all the veterans, we got some new faces that haven't been in the fight. Okay, let me see, what is a Marvel character that hasn't been in a fighting team before yet? Okay, yeah, we got Betty, Miss Marvel, Ultron.
Might I suggest somebody?
Go ahead. Beast. You know what? I can see that. We probably need our X-Men rep. Yeah, Clancy Brown, Beast.
That's Kelsey Grammer.
I mean, no, it will. Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Yeah,
best thing to come out of X-Men 3.
Damn
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Beast is also something of a mainstay of the X-Men fighting games. Stuff. So, I'd say it's worth having him.
Well, I mean, other than the 9. Yeah, it's about time, we get one more versus things.
Okay, so I ended up saying this as a bit of an your pick thing on my part. Give me 1 second. I will provide an image of this character.
I'm glad you remembered Shumagorath.
Yeah. That's his Marvel vs. Capcom art there. Actually, I've got a couple of Marvel vs. Capcom arts in there. I'm pretty sure Cyclops is MVC.
No, it's not.
Oh, is it not? I thought that was one of the. I thought that was the key art from. That
was from
the fighting collection.
Marvel Facebook game.
Anyway,
no, that's from the Marvel Facebook game.
Anyway, so next character on the DeeSee list, I decided was a bit of an obscure pick. Like for some people, Brainiac 5. I posted the image in broadcast chat for you to use because I do not tolerate the Supergirl all portrayal of him.
Yeah. Fucking hate that show. Fucking hate that.
Alex, look in broadcast chat and you'll see.
He looks like a young Doc Brown.
Yeah, that's why I picked from the Legion of Superheroes cartoon.
About time.
So yeah, Brainiac. We were initially going to have Brainiac in here, but then it ended up being a bit too predictable of a Superman villain to put in. So Brainiac 5.
Well, nobody cared about Brainiac in Injustice 2.
Yeah, we need some Legion of Superheroes representation in this.
Yeah,
because I'm going to put him right next to his fellow time traveler.
Yeah,
Gold.
But
plus
Brainy
time travelers.
Plus Brainy has kind of been my favorite character in the Legion.
I think I know what you're thinking
time
of.
Travelers. Yep.
If you're,
who are we getting from who are we putting in from Marvel?
Well, obviously we have a time traveler here.
Thinking of
I'm guessing he's a bit more machine than man. Wait, hold on. What the actual ass? Dale, why aren't the visual effects done? It's a metal arm. It's not like you're trying to remove a mustache. Ah, fuck it, I'll do it myself. How many of you guys remembered that trailer?
I remember that trailer.
They fucking deserved that.
Yes, they did.
Deadpool 2 is still the favorite of the trilogy.
The moment you find out that that's something you're gonna have to do, you gotta rethink what you're doing.
All right, so I believe next on our DeeSee list, we should also throw in a man who may or may not want us to kneel before him in honor of the passing of the OG General Zod, Terrence Stamp. Obviously, because of Alex, we're not going to be using that image of him, but more or less, as it's an honoring of his passing. Because Terrence Stamp, his method acting, was really what made this character for me in Superman 2. I liked him in Man of Steel. Overall, it's just that I kind of want. As Michael Shannon wasn't exactly Terrence Stamp to me. Like Stamp was more Zod, and it also helped through his method acting. The Stamp did recall all the fact that he was practically ordering everybody around, and it was just insane how much of an actual menace he was.
The older I get, the more I look like Michael Shannon.
I will find him.
Yeah.
I don't think we're related, but I would not swear to it that our families are from the same general area.
Okay, so next on our list for Marvel, I believe we should include another staple of the X-Men fighters, aka the hottest of the bunch, aside from Rogue.
Yeah. Oh god, it's Jean.
I am, of course.
Excuse me.
It's not Jean. It's Psylocke.
Boom.
Oh,
there's Olivia Munn. I actually do appreciate the fact that she does her own stunts.
I know.
Great.
Yeah. You know what? I guess I can understand Psylocke. She is popular. She is getting popular nowadays thanks to Rivals.
They had the perfect casting, and they used her in one movie.
And never again.
And that, even though that movie was kind of good, just
I'm glad I'm not the only one that.
Hey, you know what we could have done instead of making New Mutants? We could have made a movie about Psylocke. Made a movie about Nightcrawler. Made a movie about Psylocke, Nightcrawler, her and the rest. Instead of Dark Phoenix, we could have made fucking anything.
You know, I would have said, honestly, I would have said Gambit, but you know what?
So I believe for our next character in DeeSee, I believe...
Sonic, do you want to suggest somebody for the next character in DeeSee? Here, let me
DeeSee,
just zoom out so you can see everybody.
Yeah, no. Okay, let me see. Let's get some. I'm thinking of maybe. We got a Superman villain. Let's get a Wonder Woman villain here.
Cheetah. Are we talking Cheetah or Ares? Because either one fits.
I know either one fits. Let's go with. Let's go. I guess it's. Let's go with Cheetah.
Barbara and Minerva.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use a comic cover for this because Wonder Woman 84 is cringe.
You could have also used Justice League Doom's version. She looks great in that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I know. I'm singing that movie's praises a lot. It had some really good designs as well as some really good castings for the characters in terms of their voices. But yeah, Barbara and Minerva needs to be in here. Aaron, I'm sure, or if we feel like it, we'll probably throw Aaron or somewhere. But next up,
Wonder Woman needs some love.
Next up for Marvel, we got.
Let's see.
Okay, what alley of Marvel haven't we done yet? Okay, we got some Avengers, we got the X-Men, we got the Spider-Man. What corner?
What about Ant-Man?
Oh yeah, Ant-Man was in our second game roster that we talked about.
Yeah.
Let's. But which one? Which one, Scott or?
Well, so I'm going to just use a picture of the Ant-Man suit. So it could be. It doesn't. I don't know who's in this suit. It could be Paul Rudd. It could be Michael Douglas.
Douglas.
I part of me wants to say Hank because Ultron's here.
Okay, so this picture was drawn by a guy named Tony Santiago. This is a better image than almost anything else I can find. Real neat. Good picture of the Ant-Man 1 suit.
No, I'll just pretend that's gonna be Hank Pym.
Yeah, well, this is the original Ant-Man suit, so it could be Hank or Scott.
Scott?
I mean, Ultron's there, so we need to have an interaction between those two.
So,
Daddy.
Oh, now we gotta go back to DeeSee.
Well, since we've got Ant-Man in there, you know who we could have?
Adam.
Yeah.
Adam.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
And now, Adam
was an absolute. I remember when Adam was the absolute legend that when Wonder Woman had to carry him, she placed him in the top of her leotard and.
Oh God, CW.
This is actually a decent suit.
And Adam ended up standing in Wonder Woman's cleavage. I'm like, you absolute fucking legend, you! I salute you.
Oh, Marvel.
It feels like I've got a splinter poking in my breasts right now.
You know what? Now that you guys keep making these jokes, I think we need to bring in the Wade.
All right. Hey,
look, man,
I wanna shoot. Hey, shoot.
Look, we got Cable, we got Deathstroke. We need to finish. Come on, man. We need Wade.
How did anyone enjoy these games without me in them? Who was I supposed to kill again? Doesn't matter.
Yep.
There are so many good Deadpool images.
I'm
having a hard time choosing between them.
I freaking love Street Fighter. Autograph your spleen for me?
Have guns, we'll shoot. Show your gun.
Magneto, welcome to die.
Screencrush.com's Deadpool review, a faithful but not particularly funny superhero movie. Go fuck yourself.
I
just beat Mag fucking Nito. Where's your curly mustache at? See, that's how you beat. See, that's how you beat Wolverine. And you don't even need Optic Blast! I get the cover of the next Street Fighter game, right, Capcom? Right?
Oh my god!
You were.
Oh my god, Superman, I almost didn't recognize you without that wobbly lip.
Oh. I believe next for DeeSee. We should probably throw Terra in.
Terra. You know, I mean, I guess she's an out-of-pocket pick, and I think people will need. It's been a while since people are fine with Terra, right?
People like her.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily like what happened to her, but yeah.
Yeah. They like this version of the character, even though she pretty much
this version's better.
Yeah, but here's the thing. She pretty much went, oh, by the way, I'm betraying you guys. And Beast Boy just looks at her like, well, that's kind of, sort of bad. Kind of, sort of. Damn!
Look, man, I just finished watching Solid JJ again, watched the dang editorial room again, so it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
All I know is that someone's going to make a Judas Contract joke. All I know is someone's going to make a Judas Contract joke now that Deathstroke's here. I could totally see Deadpool doing it.
Yep, he would. Though, speaking of Wade, I think we should bring in the other fourth wall breaker.
Oh, finally, She-Hulk.
The good one, not the shit one.
Yeah, I know the good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me try and find.
Look up the MVC3 model of her. That's probably the best model she's ever had.
True. I mean, I think it's the only model she's probably had, because what else has she been in?
Well, I was actually gonna use something else, but I can see.
Oh, that is a good question. Has She-Hulk ever been in any other games other than MVC?
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Fantastic. Yeah, the Fantastic.
By the way,
Four
she's
design.
yet another character. In MVC3, she is also voiced by Maria Cannells.
Yep. If they ever make a Marvel Capcom 4, I'll beat your ass there too, Wade.
Yep. And that ends up
the
being
original-
a
Oh dear
promise
God,
she
why do
goes
they put
through
me
with.
next to Deadpool? Because both of us break the fourth wall.
Okay, so for
but you
DC...
grind heel stomp all the way through it. You sit on the fourth wall's face all day. Hey, that you are a disgusting man.
Miss Walters, you are something else. Anyway, so for DC, I believe we ended up discussing the potential for Feora.
Yeah. She and Zod were gonna be in there.
I know we could have brought up Ursa, but I'm like, I feel like Feora would be a bit more fitting since she's more of the recent waifu of Zod.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just found a picture, or like a very bad Photoshop of the Man of Steel suit as like a pinup outfit. That's interesting.
Yeah. I feel like Feora was also kind of an underrated character in Man of Steel.
Feora is a
I
generally
honestly forgot about her.
an
to be
underrated
honest.
character. Her in DC in general.
I'll be honest, I kind of forgot who she was.
Well, that was kind of that kind of makes you wonder why they thought that bringing back the Sword of Rao for the Flash was a great idea, but
General Zod,
the movie or the show
to accompany me.
The movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so for Marvel, who do you guys want?
Well, if we're going with sexy villainesses, we could always
Are we throwing
go...
Hela in there?
Well, I was... That's one option that we have.
The Enchantress?
But,
the Enchantress?
well, that's also... No, Enchantress is DeeSee. I was going to suggest...
No, there is...
No.
Jennifer Garner?
Elektra. This is just the one that came up.
She's not really a villain.
I mean, I could put the Elodie Young Elektra in there.
No, we'll go with Jennifer Garner because we did like her appearance in Deadpool & Wolverine.
Also, yeah, there is a Marvel Enchantress. She's a Thor villain.
Yeah, she's a Thor. She's a more...
Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny
Alex,
that Marvel and DC both...
Alex, how did you forget that Enchantress was also a Thor or a character?
Probably the same reason that I forget that there is...
Like, she was in Earth United Heroes.
5 different characters named White Dragon across Marvel and DC. Probably why probably about how like when when everybody thinks of the Karate Kid, they don't think about the one from DC Comics.
Now for DC,
we need some glove shido picks. What are the other? Okay, what's your biggest out-of-pocket pick? The glove shido. The one you think, really? You put him there?
Weren't we gonna say Sinestro? Oh, since we probably needed a more mainstream Green Lantern villain.
Hell, let's roll with it.
I mean, I think he's like the only mainstream
Atrocitus
villain I can think of.
Atrocitus.
Yeah, but people think some injustice.
Yeah, but the thing is like Sinestro is also like a quintessential Green Lantern.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're gonna have Green Lantern. Yeah, he's like a quintessential stage. Like, everyone knows Sinestro. And that's usually it, sadly.
I get that. I'm just saying that.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right. Now for Marvel, what do you... I feel like we should throw in Hela there.
Well, I had, since you suggested Sinestro, I had an idea for another guy who has a big forehead, who might show up.
MODOK?
The leader?
Hey, you got it, Sonic.
Oh, him.
No, I'm not using the version
from
Captain Falcon versus Red Hulk.
Dude, put the full head in there.
Everyone was going to be...
I cannot fit all of his head in here. It's going to be too small. It'll make his face too small.
I was going to make everyone in my own image, remake everyone in my own image. And that's the problem. You're ugly.
And your mother dresses you funny.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to DC, let's throw Captain Marvel in there. Talking Billy. If you're looking for him, you might want to search Shazam, Alex.
I know what I searched.
No. I'm saying if you're looking for him specifically, you gotta search up Shazam. There's Billy.
And I found this by searching for the right name. God damn it!
Hey, I call him Captain Marvel too.
I'm sorry, but Shazam's always Shaquille O'Neal for me.
Marvel.
I'm sorry, I just hear Shaquille O'Neal when I hear Shazam.
I thought
that's Kazam?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought that was Kazam.
Alright, so for Marvel...
Because
can we go with Hela this time?
Yeah, why not? What do you think, Sonic? Hela?
Sure. Sure, I mean, she's probably in the know, both MCU and Rivals. And we need some full representation other than Loki.
That's a shame. I would have liked to have seen that. It must be
My other choice would have been, I don't know.
Oh my god, look at that fucking helmet, man. Look at that fucking helmet. Marvel Rivals went hard for that design.
Yep.
I feel like out of every actress who has ever played Hela, Cate Blanchett was definitely her best. Whoever I am, did you not hear a word I just said?
I'm sorry, I don't care.
Okay, so for DeeSee...
We could go with...
Do we need another Batman villain, or should... Because I feel like we might need another Batman villain.
Well, I was gonna say if we could go with a different character.
Okay,
a villain, but not a Batman villain.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear you out.
Find the... Yeah, trying to find the proper one.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna go look up some Marvel stuff.
Give me a high-resolution image, guys. Whatever. This one will work well enough.
I think he would be better off as just an alt for Barry, Alex. I don't think he needs that. He needs to be dedicated to a whole character slot.
Then again, we have like 3 Robin. Don't we have like 2 Robins though?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah, but
Nightwing, Damian, and Red Hood all have different fighting styles. Eobard Thawne fights the exact same way Barry does.
Yeah, running fast really hard.
So yeah, this could just literally be a palette swap. We don't need a dedicated plot to him.
But at the same time, we could always copy paste his moves and stuff. Do the old Mortal Kombat thing.
I get that. And now, I feel like to dedicate a whole spot, let's throw Bane in there.
I was gonna say Black Lightning.
I want to put Bane in there.
Or no, forget Black Lightning. Static Shock.
Yeah, we'll throw Static in there later. I also have another pick for a hero in there, but I'll wait until later.
You see, you merely adopted the dark. I was born into it, molded by it. I did not see the light until I was already a man. But then it was nothing but blinding.
Alright, let's see. C-list Marvel characters.
I love the Hot Toys figures, by the way. The Hot Toys figures always have such cool images.
Let's see. What we got here on C? Let's see. We got Adam Warlock. We got Legion. Moon Knight. That's one.
Yeah, I know we go from a Thor... Yeah, let's throw Moon Knight in there. The Moon!
Random bullshit go.
Yeah, I was about to say
the meme lord himself, Moon Knight. Random bullshit go. Where are you, Dracula?
Yep.
I love this poster.
Where are you, Dracula? You fucking nerd.
I like Moon Knight. Shame will probably not get a season 2. I mean,
the best show.
I doubt we'll get a season 2, but
the best Marvel Disney Plus show by quite a margin. Except for maybe Daredevil Born Again, and we're definitely not getting a fucking sequel.
All right, so since Sonic suggested it's Static Shock for DeeSee, let's throw him in there. Let's throw him in there.
Look, they need to apologize for what they did to him in Justice.
Well, they need to apologize for what they did.
They need to apologize
the character overall
for not having a Blu-ray.
Yes, Vert. Yeah,
for his fucking show.
Virgil.
One of the best DC animated universe shows that actually handled mature subject matters with a bit of grace.
Yeah. Give me Blu-ray sets for Static Shock and the Zeta Project, guys. That way I can have less space on my shelf taken up by the DVD seasons.
Right. And who did we have for who do we have next for Marvel?
Well,
oh wait. We also talked about Spider-Man villain.
Yeah. Scorpion.
Dr. Octopus.
Fuck, yeah, it has to be. Has to be Doc Ock.
I mean, yeah. Let's get Doc Ock.
Thank you, Hot Toys. Yeah. Hot Toys has such a good fucking collection of images.
Alright, what are DeeSee stuff while we're doing
I
that?
had an idea for DeeSee.
Peter.
Alright. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. I'm gonna throw this car at you. Well, that doesn't sound nice.
Still best Doc Ock.
Rich man.
All day long, if I were a wealthy man. Oi! Okay, for DeeSee, Blue Beetle.
Kevin, what was your pick?
Blue Beetle,
Jaime. Yeah, let's get him.
Yeah, specifically Jaime, because if I were to say a Blue Beetle in general, we might. If I were to say Blue Beetle in general, we get Ted Cord at somewhere in there.
I mean, more people know who Jaime is more than the other Blue Beetle.
The other Blue Beetles, because there are two others.
All right. But still, more people probably know who Jaime is.
Yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold was how I was introduced to Jaime.
Same here.
Blue Beetle
he was voiced by Will Friedle.
Brave and the Bold is great.
Yep.
All right.
I kind of prefer his voices in Injustice and in Young Justice, but at the same time, Will Friedle was a great voice for Jaime. All right, for Marvel, should we throw? Why don't we throw Thanos in there? We got to throw Thanos at some point in there.
All right. I mean, I was gonna say maybe we could try the Sentry or something, or maybe the Sentry's alter ego. What was the name? Was Void?
Void.
I mean, those would all have to be the same character because they all are the same character. They just have to be different costumes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
And Thanos has been playable without the Infinity Gauntlet before in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so he could easily work.
Yeah.
And another character for DeeSee. Hey, do we want another villain or do we want another hero? What do we want?
Well, we're running kind of low on.
I'm going anti-heroes.
Oh, we could do an anti-hero. We can throw an anti-hero in there.
What do we need?
Yeah.
What do we want?
Oh fuck, Lobo.
Yeah, Lobo. Let's throw him in there.
I forgot about Lobo.
Hey, you geeks! You're not supposed to have a fighting game without me in it.
You geeks forgot about the main man.
Brad Garrett still has my favorite Lobo voice.
They don't call me the main man for nothing.
God, that Lobo design goes so fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
Would be a shame if they changed it for some stupid ass reason and killed off the old design.
It'd be such a shame if they took this hard as fuck, roided up, metal as hell biker outfit looking son of a bitch and turned him into a skinny twink that looks like he was a rejected member of the Black Veil Brides.
Yeah.
Oh, they fixed that.
Thankfully
they fixed that already. Yep.
Okay.
By the way, no shade to the Black Veil Brides. I love you guys. It's just that's what he fucking looked like.
All right. So who are we getting for Marvel? Pull up next. Wait. I got an idea for Marvel. The day of
we said Century, right?
Scum.
Oh yeah, Ghost Rider.
Feel ill.
Mr. Pennant Stare, which sometimes works, but sometimes doesn't, because apparently, I swear, that Pennant Stare's gotten nerfed like every issue I see it in. Okay, so I guess now if I just don't regret anything, I'm just immune to the Pennant Stare now.
I prefer the idea that like, if you...
That was the old idea, but then they just kept changing it over and over again.
If you have if you've like come to terms with your regrets or something, I prefer that idea. Because if...
Look, the original... Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Say you got a character who, like, fully acknowledges and lives with the idea that they've caused a bunch of pain and has kind of already atoned for it, or lives with the reality that they've had to do a lot of not so great things for a good cause, things like that. Because I think there's characters who would be able to, like, have it not affect them because they've already put themselves through enough. Like Spider-Man, I don't think Spider-Man, and it wouldn't necessarily work on, because, like, the whole beating himself up with guilt thing is kind of his shtick. Depending on how it works for Wolverine, is like, I don't think sometimes I don't think he'd remember what happened, so I don't know if that would work. But at the same time, it was like his healing factor would mean that it was like he'd just be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of fucking pain. And then, like, Captain America, it would probably just lead to him just I killed a lot of people in the war,
Right.
It's like that kind of thing.
Look, man, I just miss the old
Marvel.
I miss the old.
Okay, so next up,
I miss the old Pennant Stare, where it's just everything you've done, you'll suffer.
Yep.
So, for DC, who do we got next? Because as you said, we are running low on villains. Kind of need more bad Gs. We need actually...
What about Batman Beyond villain? Let's get some weirdos. Let's get them out of Puck.
Okay,
What about some Batman... Anyone from Batman Beyond?
Ink? She was one of the only recurring villains in that show.
Excuse me?
Yeah, other than Mr... I don't know, what's that Greek... I know he's not Atomic Skull, it's Dr. Blight.
Yeah, Blight.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess he'd go with Ink.
She'd have some good... She'd actually be a nice sort of counterpart to Shumagorath, potentially.
Or Venom.
Mm-hmm. Or Venom, yeah.
Or how made Venom.
Or 19 inches of Venom.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of 19 inches of Venom, Carnage.
Yeah, let's throw Carnage in there.
Yeah. Go Carnage. I would have gone with... Null's too big. No, that's not...
Yeah, Null is way too big. He'd have to be a boss character. Or he can't be like a roster character.
Yeah, he's too high up on the whole echelon thing.
But then again, I know somebody we're definitely going to throw back into the base roster based off of his appearances in 2 other Marvel vs. Capcom games.
All right.
I shall strike you down, Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I know I got some DeeSee pick, but you know what? I guess if we're probably gonna add another hero in there, let's put in Mr. Terrific.
Sure.
And his T-spheres.
Yes.
I like the Hishi had Superman tell Mr. Terrific and the Justice Gang to solve the crack X forming in the forming in Metropolis, as well.
Mm-hmm.
While Superman goes to solve the whole thing in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Boy, that
and the Justice Gang.
That's a really good idea.
Oh, and
Jimmy, why didn't you do that?
Good question.
Fuck. It's not how
and
it
the
looks
Justice Gang.
What's wrong?
I need a high definition version of this picture. Every time I try and save it, it comes through crusty as fuck. Hang on.
What about
I still really like Mr. Terrific in that movie.
I got an image from him from on the DCAU that we could use.
Sure, that might work.
There.
That'll work.
Posted in broadcast chat. Mr. Terrific is kind of an underrated intellect in the DC universe.
Yeah, and I'm glad more people are using him and stuff.
Yeah, it's, far prefer the one that we have in this movie to the CW one, where he was gay, classist, and worthless.
Yeah.
Way better than CW. Why is this?
All right, so yeah, for Marvel, Dormammu.
Just when we said no to pick
the power.
Look at it this way, Sonic. Sonic, look at it this way.
I don't.
Here we go. It's cool.
I'm just surprised we put him over. Wait, did we put Strange?
Not yet. We'll put Strange in afterward.
Yeah, we'll put Doctor Strange in next.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking damn, we put Dormammu over Strange.
We're probably into the portion where we should be doing the third game now. Because we're filling out this roster quite heavily, because we did this section here-ish was the first game. And now I was like this section here-ish was the first. Yeah, so it was and now yeah, we'll work this out as we go through.
Yeah. So yeah, and the thing is, Dormammu was put into a Marvel vs. Capcom game before Strange was.
Yes.
So funnily enough, this kind of parallels it. And speaking of doctors, I believe we should have a certain Nelson of Kent's.
Absolutely. I need a glory shot from Black Adam, guys. No, I don't want Injustice 2. There we go.
I still find...
I don't know, just get The Rock.
No, he didn't play Black Adam. Sorry, he didn't play Doctor Fate.
Oh, yeah, that's why I meant the Black Adam one.
Right. That's why I said that I wanted to get the one from Black Adam, but there we go. My name is Bond. James Bond. Nelson. Kent Nelson.
Ba-da, ba-da, da, da, da. Ba-da, da, da, da.
All right. Quite the roster
And next
so
up,
far.
And now we got to get Doctor or Strange in there, because we did say we were doing him next. Yeah, I believe if we wanted to have another Legion of Superheroes representation, we could also throw in Imperiex.
Sure.
Imperiex in the Legion of Superheroes TV show was the main villain of season 2 for the most part.
Maybe we need to do that out of nowhere pick.
Well, first let's get the out of nowhere pick, and then next time we go back to DeeSee, we'll put in Imperiex. I'll post an image. I post an image of him in the broadcast chat.
Yeah. So let's see. We do need more DeeSee villains because we've got a decent selection, but we're not high.
We need
them. What about?
Yeah, we need.
Just leaning back here to look. I
got an idea for. I got an idea for a Static Shock villain, Ebon.
How do you spell that name, by the way?
Ebon.
Ebon, Static Shock.
Yeah. Go watch Static Shock, kid. It's great.
Ebon was pretty much the de facto. Was one of the
the main villain of the show.
One of the big de facto main villains.
Yeah.
He didn't feel nearly as intimidating as, say, Slater or some of the other.
Well, I mean, he was kind of a little bitch.
But yeah, Ebon.
Plus, he did kind of go out like a. He did kind of go out like a bitch in the end, in the finale.
Boy. All right.
Well,
so
I'd like to suggest one.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Shoot.
What about somebody who's incapable of two things?
Char.
Huh?
Which
seeing people of two things.
Well, you know, he's incapable of feeling something.
I'm sorry, I got nothing. You're done.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here.
He's a disabled character.
Why are we throwing in Charles?
Rex?
No.
I was gonna say we could go for Daredevil.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think we did talk about Daredevil at some point in this, but yeah, Daredevil definitely. We have Elektra in there, so why not?
I'm kind of surprised it took you guys that long to figure out I was talking about.
Look, when you say disable,
he's disabled. He can't do two things. He can't feel one thing.
The two things thing was the two things thing was kind of fake.
He's the man without fear and the man without sight.
When people think disabled Marvel characters, the first thing that comes to mind is Charles.
Well, obviously, yeah.
So,
I'm just saying, like he's disabled, he can't feel something. Charles can feel way too much. By the way,
all right, so
I was so sorely fucking tempted to use a different image here.
Let me guess, is it Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Look,
All right, let's see what that.
Look, Ben Affleck's Daredevil could be an alternate costume for him.
Yes, it could. Kind of like how Power Girl and Supergirl are alternate costumes for each other.
All right, so for DeeSee, who I want you guys to try to suggest somebody because I can't come up with everybody.
So I'm looking back here at my rack here, and I'm trying to come up.
Okay.
I'm trying to come up with something.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I have.
All right.
Okay. Constantine.
Ooh, John Constantine. Yeah.
Yeah, we need some magic users in here.
I mean, we already have Raven,
lack of magic users.
We already have Raven.
Yeah,
in
but
here,
that's just just Raven. Yeah, it's just Raven.
Yeah. John Constantine, as voiced and played by Matt Ryan.
What's it like to have your favorite TV show canceled? I know the feeling intimately. I've had it happen many, many times.
What's even worse than your favorite TV show getting canceled? Your favorite TV show being essentially turned into another show.
I've seen that happen many, many times as well.
Also, I guess since we already have not Batman in Marvel, let's just get not Superman in Marvel. Sentry. Yeah.
All right. Sure. Might as well. I remember Bill Pullman asked if Sentry's real name could be changed because he had already played a character named Bob in Top Gun 2, and they said no, because that's actually his name in the comic.
Yeah.
Oh god, that must have been something for him.
Yeah, so there's now images of Bill Pullman being interviewed. It was like, Bill Pullman, Bob, Top Gun Maverick, Bill Pullman, Bob, the new Avengers / Thunderbolts.
Okay, here's an idea for... Okay, since we have Constantine on the DeeSee roster, we gotta throw in Zatanna.
Oh, yeah.
Because after all, Ian and Zatanna have dated and have been a pairing in a number of things, so why not?
Yeah. Plus, I like Zatanna. People like Zatanna.
Mm-hmm. I have to imagine some people would probably look at our roster and be like,
oh shit, we don't have any cosmic representations.
I mean, we have Darkseid.
No, I mean on the Marvel side.
Hela?
No, space, man, space.
Thanos is right. Thanos is right there.
Well, since you mentioned that,
barely.
though. Since you mentioned
we need to go into space, man.
Let me. I always wanted to go into space, man. Or rather, space woman.
Gamora.
Oh, hello, beautiful. Returning from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is Gamora.
I mean, I was gonna go with Nova, but you know what, Gamora, sure, why not?
Yeah, we'll throw Nova in later.
We don't have enough sexy green people on this roster.
You think Beast Boy's a sexy green person?
I was talking
about.
What are you talking about?
Shimagora is just sexist.
I was talking about She-Hulk, but to some people, some people may find Mr. Defoe sexy. But yes, we also have Martian Manhunter and Beast Boy and Hal Jordan, and Loki.
And Loki.
And Hulk.
Depending on your taste in enormous muscle men.
And here's the thing,
Nope.
Hulk's. Somebody, I believe it was one YouTube channel that pointed this out, but Hulk's 3D model does not have a visible bulge.
They've been CGIing out underwear bulges for everybody except for John Cena.
Because of course they didn't. And because of course we'd totally want to see the outline of John Cena's penis.
The John Cena-ness, if you will.
So, we've got a Gamora in there. Or we'll probably throw in another member of the Guardians of the Galaxy in there at some point, but I feel
speaking of sexy green people, what about Jade?
Jade?
Yeah. From DeeSee.
Are we talking?
I know DeeSee.
Are we talking the same half Korean woman?
Jennifer Lynn Hayden? Obsidian's sister? Kyle Rayner's girlfriend?
Then we weren't thinking of the same person. But yeah, let's throw her in there because
two characters who got fucking erased when they split up Golden Age DeeSee again in the New 52.
Let's put it this way: if we were to have any other male Green Lantern in there, or they would all just be palette swaps for Hal Jordan.
Yeah. By the way, you were thinking of Cheshire,
Sadly.
weren't you?
Yeah, Cheshire. Or Jade was her real name.
Yeah. Trying to find... this one will work. Excuse me.
She's aggressive.
Are we sure she's not a Hulk?
Yes.
Well, she is, I'll throw her right
Put her next
here.
to Ebon. Put her next to Ebon, so that way we can at least fill out.
Well, I was trying to leave that space for villains.
Fair enough. So next on our Marvel list.
What about speaking of the Guardians of the Galaxy? The villain. No, I was gonna say actually the villain from that film, Ronan the Accuser.
Ah, Ronan.
Yeah, because he'd have some neat fighting styles considering he has that giant hammer.
I mean, I was gonna go with one of Thanos' Black Orders instead. Maybe Midnight Sun.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. It's just that we kind of already have the big man himself.
Yeah, I know, but we need some out of nowhere. I guess if we're going with out of nowhere pick, do either Ronan or him.
See here, Midnight Suns.
No idea.
Oh, you know what? You know who's an even better choice?
Who?
Ooh.
Well, there's he's perhaps the single coolest son of a bitch to ever hunt a vampire.
Blade.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
You know what? True enough.
That line lives rent-free in my head.
I still have not played Marvel Rivals when they got the updated.
Some motherfuckers are still trying to ice skate uphill.
And now there's the motherfucker ice skating up the hill.
I remember when I watched that, and it was like, just people fucking lit up when they heard that.
All right,
it's
so
such
for
an obscure line, but for
DeeSee,
people love
for
it.
another DeeSee villain, for another DeeSee villain, and let's throw in Imperiex.
That's spelled with IUX.
Yeah, it's
IMPERIEX.
Okay.
And I posted the image of him in broadcast chat. And that's from the Legion of Superheroes TV show.
That is a really good one. Thank you.
He's voiced by Phil Morris, who also plays Vandal Savage.
Oh.
Mm.
Besides, we need more Legion of Superheroes representation, so why not throw them in?
Yeah, might as well.
We already got Brainy in there as one of the heroes, so why not throw in one of his main villains?
Now,
True.
Now that we've introduced Blade, I believe it is time for us to correct an especially egregious oversight on our part.
Which I'm sure is...
Well...
Is it Moby? Oh, okay,
Nick Fury? So we're going to have Nick Fury be a badass again?
Yes.
Motherfucker!
Not played by David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff can be an alternate skin.
Yes. We can have both white Nick Fury and regular Nick Fury. So next on our villains list for DC, let's see. I'd suggest Ma'al Fa'ak, but the thing is that he'd just be a palette swap for John.
Well, we already brought him up earlier. What about the Demon's Head?
Ra's al Ghul?
Yeah.
Let's go with him.
Sure.
Henry Drucard.
A Irish, French, Arabic mercenary.
All right. Let's see.
I believe we're due for Star-Lord now.
Yeah, might as well.
Because if we're gonna have Gamora in there, we got to throw in Chris Pratt.
I mean,
Mario,
we could.
Mr. Mario.
Well, Chris Pratt looking like the absolute Chad that is Star-Lord in the Marvel comics.
Oh, I was gonna actually.
Chris or Rocket.
I was gonna bring up this version actually.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
As voiced by Steve Downes, the Master Chief.
I ponder if he actually remembers voicing him in that show.
Yeah.
It's Star-Lord is almost completely unrecognizable these days because they've
mucked his character up.
Synergized him, yeah. They've synergized him, yeah.
It's what happens when a version of a character gets too popular. Yeah. It then becomes the new norm.
So for DC, who's another villain you want to throw in?
Ooh, Sonic. I'm gonna let you go first because I have an idea.
Okay, let me just think. What's I don't know the DeeSee pick from my back of my head. Yeah, but I mean, I guess we overdue for. Okay, we are.
If you can't come up with somebody, that's all right because I've already got the image saved.
Yeah, you skip me for now. I think I'll come back to you on this one. Rock.
It was a big rock.
You had to go with that one specifically?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's fucking funny, man. Okay.
Liam Neeson looking serious. It was a big rock.
Okay. So let's get another Marvel one in there.
Another Marvel villain?
Sonic,
okay.
Sonic, I'll let you go. Sonic, let's let you go. On this one.
Alright, okay, I guess if we're going villains this time. Let's go with... You know what, here's a weird pick. The Blob.
Did you call me Blob?
No, I called you Bob.
No, I called you Bob.
But yeah, you know what, let's go with the Blob. It's been years since we've seen him, and plus he's an OG X-Men villain.
I have a glandular problem. Sorry, I had to quote that bit from Family Guy. Stop it! Cut it out! I have a glandular problem. Oh, that'll be $60.
Nobody can stop the Blob.
I'm unbloppable. But he had a cover. He had a poster for Origins Wolverine. They dedicated an entire cover to him.
I got another DC villain character that I'm surprised.
I was about to
nobody
say
has touched on.
I was about to make it. I was about to say I'm surprised we didn't put Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Grodd.
Yeah.
We need a Flash. We need a Flash villain, and Grodd definitely fits that bill because Thawne is just a palette swap of Barry.
Yeah, because I would think of Flash villains. And I was thinking, all right, who's a Flash villain? I don't want Captain Cold.
No, not that.
Of course.
Time to make America Grodd again. The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's time to make America Grodd again.
Gorilla Grodd is such a weird villain. Voiced by the late Powers Booth in the first thing I've seen him in.
That was... Man... Legends of Tomorrow used to be a really good show.
The CW's.
But then again, so did...
Grodd used to be a frightening villain in the first season of Flash.
Okay, so for Marvel, I want to... For Marvel, I want to correct an oversight. Storm.
Yes, very much
Which
so.
is...
Let's use the Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, let's get one more
version of this because that is her design. There is peak Storm.
I was about to say, like, did we add in Black Panther?
No.
I
found
we'll
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 sprite, but
3's model is better.
I'm letting my bias take over here.
So Halle Berry.
Look, as long as it's not the Mohawk, then I'm good. As long as it's not the Mohawk, we're good. Or heck, maybe you can use that new Marvel fighting game, that new Marvel fighting game design.
So yeah, Storm, Aurora Monroe. We'll throw Black Panther in there next.
Yeah.
Thanks for her.
Yeah.
And as for another DC character.
Alright, you know what? Here's a weird one. Here's something. Egg Foo.
Who?
Exactly. Wonder Woman villain.
Let's just throw Ares in there.
Fine.
Yeah. I'm looking at Egg Foo and...
No, that's too weird.
I mean, I will... Here, I'll...
Look, Look, I'm all for weird picks, but
that
no.
I was talking about the newer design.
This one, the one that's essentially MODOK.
Yeah, if we wanted MODOK in there, we had MODOK.
I mean, we could do Egg-Fu versus MODOK, but
Nah.
I understand what you're where you're coming from on this, because it is kind of a goofy thing. But I agree with Kevin.
Yeah,
I kind of think we ought to.
He would have been the MODOK of this game.
Yeah, I do agree with Kevin. We need to have more iconic villains, and Ares is definitely one that I'd say we need.
Yep.
That is cosplay. I need the actual. Look, I will take Lupin, or I will take.
But he was in Lego's Super Villains, man.
Alex, you should have used the 2009 animated version where Ares is voiced by Alfred Molina.
You know what? Give me a high resolution. There we go. That'll work.
God, that was peak Ares design.
It was a good fucking movie, too.
Yes.
Remember? I still remember how we double featured that with the shitty Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, that one was weird. All right, so we have
two characters each for Marvel and DC left,
and we already said that Black Panther was going to be one of them for Marvel. Well, because Aurora's in there, so we got to have the husbando.
Yes, and I like those two as a
look,
couple.
If I can't have Egg-Fu, can we at least have Howard?
Howard the Duck? Sure,
we can put Howard the Duck in there.
Yeah, we didn't really have any other idea as in there, so let's just throw Howard for Marvel. I'll kind of round things up for them.
I just typed in Howard the fuck for some reason.
That would lead to some NSFW imagery.
Well, I mean, he did. He did make eggs with Leah Thompson.
Oh my god! And then there's also one time when he and
George
Kat
Lucas
Dennings'
made a movie.
No. There's that one time when he and Kat Dennings ended up getting together.
Oh yeah.
That was in a Marvel What If.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And that was when Howard the Duck was voiced by Seth Green. Why are we using that? No, get that shit out of here.
Fine. Let me find a higher resolution picture of Seth Green as Howard the Duck.
See, I will take a duck. I will take Howard as a cameo character, or in the MC.
Did you know
it was Guardians of the Galaxy?
Did you know that Robin Williams was supposed to voice Howard the Duck in Howard the Duck?
Why am I not surprised? That was supposed to be the case, but then they probably
Robin Williams quit because the fucking beak was impossible to sync with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. And also, I guess just because I'm reminded of that one, it's some random guy. If we won't mention Howard, then we won't mention Steel.
Well, mentioning Howard the Duck. Mentioning Howard the Duck, we might as well. Steel. We might as well. If we're mentioning Howard the Duck, let's put Steel in.
Yes, Steel.
Yep.
No, do not put in Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, I swear to God, do not put in Shaquille O'Neal. Do not even let that thought cross your mind. Do not even think about Shaquille. Thank you. Thank you.
Two of Marvel's lowest points, and Marvel and DC's lowest points.
All right.
Feels great.
So we have one DeeSee character left. Let's try and make that count.
All right. Who's the final DeeSee character? Who do you think would be a DeeSee character that would make numbers and names? Because, I mean, Howard was that big name for the Marvel side, so what would be that big name that get people talking?
Well, you know...
Why don't we throw in Arthur's biggest hater?
Well, see, the Ocean Master is one thing, but...
Oh, yeah,
he doesn't deserve
Harley.
final.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about
Ocean Master can be in the third game.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll discuss a third game roster, or when we find a template that'll fit that, and we'll have to copy and paste this whole thing onto it. All right, so that's every playable character in. Now for the boss characters of the sequel. Well, for DeeSee, we're throwing in the Anti-Monitor.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
For Marvel...
No.
Excuse me, and we're not using the Crisis version, we're using the one from the comic.
We'll use Null for Marvel.
Excuse me. We're adding,
I'm wrong.
There we go.
We already did a
Perez's Anti-Monitor.
The King in Black.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we could possibly use, early on, I think it would be a bad idea for us to put Galactus in, because Galactus is already a character that everybody has seen in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, so...
Yeah,
and Apocalypse has already been used.
Yeah, Null.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis.
At the very least, this would give Null better publicity than Venom: The Last Dance.
Venom movie. He had an awesome design in that movie, which is
it was played by Andy Serkis.
He didn't do anything. It's a damn shame he didn't get to do anything.
He was played by Andy Serkis.
We'll go over stages. We'll go over stages for when we get to doing like the third game, and because we're essentially recycling assets. It's across all three.
So comment below what stages you want to see and what characters you'd like to see for a hypothetical third game. I just realized that I arranged this so that there would be a sort of a horizontal, sort of a diagonal split here when I was putting together this background. And then I just went for a vertical split down the middle when we put this stuff in here. I'm not going to rearrange it now because it's all... I might re-render the background, actually. Hey, but otherwise, yeah. I think this is
good.
I would buy both of these games. Marvel, DeeSee, make this happen.
I think I could probably make this roster a Mugen.
Make this fucking happen,
I think I could probably... I mean, you can technically in Mugen.
Just don't forget to screenshot so that...
Well, I don't need to screenshot it.
Don't forget to share this image around.
I can just... Oh, I need to be on here.
But anyway, tune in next Build a Roster where we try to fix jump. Then again, tune next Build a Roster where we fix jump forces.
No, we're not. No. It's we gotta discuss Injustice 3 is roster because that game just has got confirmed that was being worked on thanks to George Newbern and Phil Lamar.
Fine, but can we also then do Marvel ToeCon later?
Sure.
Yay.
All right, so here
Hope you
is
enjoyed.
the full image.
All right.
Hope y'all had a good time watching this. I had a good time putting this together. I think we all did, because this is a neat concept and it's fun to dream about.
Yep. We
Like,
may not. We'll probably discuss the gameplay mechanics. Discuss the third game.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a good idea to start with King of Fighters 98, but that's me letting my bias show again, because that's my favorite fighting game of all time.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. Till next time, we're watching Chronicles of Narnia tomorrow. See y'all later.
We're wrapping it up with Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yes, featuring an actor who plays a character that is not in this roster.
Yep.
All right, you know where to find us. Sonic, you don't have anything to promote yet, do you?
Nope. One day, but not today.
Well, see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Mm-hmm.